Well, good morning, everyone. It wasn't because I couldn't get out of bed that I arrived a little late. I have a day's work over me already. It is a great pleasure to be here. I'll tell you the other side of that story, incidentally. Officials said to me, don't worry about the breakfast. Arlene is going to speak at the breakfast. You have nothing to do. You've just to come along. So I think she's pulling the lead a bit there, I think. It is a great pleasure to be here, and I want to thank our two sponsors for this morning's breakfast. FSB have been consistently sponsors of events at party conferences and indeed our annual dinners as well. We have built up a very good relationship with them. I believe that the party, more than any other party in Northern Ireland, has put the interests of small businesses to the fore. We've taken steps to give assistance where we can. There's always more we can do, and I have no doubt that the team from FSB will continue to push us to do more. But we recognise the difficulties that small businesses are having, and we recognise their importance in terms of the Northern Ireland economy. The overwhelming bulk of businesses come from the small business sector, and we know that a lot of them are hurting at the present time. The economic recession doesn't just hit the big boys. In fact, if anything, it hits small business proportionately more, and we had to take that into account because we knew there were liquidity problems. There were very real difficulties in people being able to stretch their bank managers. Indeed, it's difficult for anybody to stretch a bank manager at the present time, though some of us might like to. The reality, of course, is that even paying rates becomes difficult in circumstances where your footfall has considerably reduced if you're on the high street. Difficult to get payments from people in these circumstances. So there are very real difficulties, and we know the number of small businesses that have closed over the last number of months and indeed several years. So we want to do everything that we can to help small business, and we will keep our dialogue ongoing with them. As has been indicated from the onset of devolution in Northern Ireland in 2007, as Finance Minister then, I pegged rates to inflation. The regional rate, of course, you'll recall, before that had been going up at an average of 10% a year under direct rule. The reality was that 1 year it went up 19%. Now, how does a business take into account in its own planning, apart from having to pay it, those kind of increases? And it was just jumping up and down. We wanted to bring some certainty to businesses across Northern Ireland so that they would know over the 4-year period what they were going to be facing. We held it to inflation, and again, Sammy, during his budget on this occasion, has indicated that we will continue to hold the regional rate to inflation. The small business rate relief scheme, of course, is being improved, fine-tuned. Not everybody likes the way that we're going to pay for it, but these are matters that difficult decisions that government has to take. When it came to issues like on-street car parking, all of those matters, we have tried to be as helpful as we can to small business, and we'll continue to be so. I'm particularly pleased also to have Gael Electric here today. Glad Sammy's not about. I can speak more freely in this subject, but I really do believe that this is an important area. We do need to increase our renewables. I've consistently supported Arlene on this issue. I think this is a really exciting company. It's going across the whole span of renewables. I have to say I have a preference for them being offshore. There are always issues in terms of planning. Actually, I looked at the map that Gael Electric supplied. I was surprised that there weren't dozens of the wind farms around Fermanagh, because Fermanagh is the wettest and windiest place that exists in Northern Ireland, and it's if we could put a a roof over Fermanagh. It would be great for the tourist industry. However, Arlene no doubt will look into that issue. But it is good to have Gale Electric here, and we're delighted if their company grows. The one thing that we're not short of is either the wind or wave energy potential, and this company has done everything that it possibly could to be able to build on the potential that's there, and we wish them well in the future, particularly if we're to meet the targets that we've set down. The United Kingdom government, of course, has targets. We actually hadn't been given targets as such by them, but we are setting our own targets to ensure that we do rely more and more on renewables rather than the fuels from hell, as I call them, coal and all the stuff that you get under the ground. I want to rely on the fuels from heaven, the sun and so forth, the wind. So it is good to see Gale Electric. We're delighted to have them here, and we look forward to having a continuing relationship with them. To the rest of you, we hope that you have learnt something of what these two organisations are doing, and I hope that all of you enjoy the rest of the day at the conference. We'll all be in to hear Arlene's speech. She's already been trailing it. If you're about at 12 o'clock today, I invite you to come and hear what I have to say. But do have a good day at the conference, and delighted to be here. Thank you.